And he served at Longwood through a tumultuous time, the time of the civil rights era, and when not only was he here to witness the student strike in 1951 at the Moton School that led to a court case that became part of Brown versus Board of Education in 1954, but he also then served here during the school closings period from 1959 to 1964. And during that time, he became an outspoken advocate for the reopening of the schools and an outspoken advocate for equality and justice for all Americans. This was at a time where Longwood itself was not outspoken and was not on the side of angels at that time. In fact, Longwood itself was run by the State Board of Education and therefore had to comply with the state of Virginia's policy of massive resistance, or at least leaders at the time felt they had to comply. Dr. Moss decided to take a different path. In the summer of 1963, Dr. Moss was visited by Neil Sullivan, who would become the superintendent of what was known as the free schools here in Prince Edward County in the 1963-1964 school year. And Sullivan described Moss as, quote, a mild, quiet-spoken man of impeccable Confederate ancestry who had suffered personal abuse and ostracism for his support of public integrated schools. Dr. Moss, when asked by Sullivan why it was that he continued to speak out about having the schools reopen and take this stand and face this abuse and ostracism, Dr. Moss said, I've been teaching American history for 40 years. I've been teaching that democracy and social justice are the greatest ideals of the American nation. I'd be a traitor to the thousands of students I've taught if I didn't take a stand for these ideals when the opportunity comes.